All right, so is it going to be a third night? Okay, yes it is. There you go. Another example of the pattern. And just before her, Pam had went downstairs to the to go get food for the kids. She had ordered Chinese, and she was waiting because I was getting dressed to go. She was, waiting. But I was like, you know what? I'll see her when she comes back because it normally happens that way anyway. It's the use of silent sound, silent manipulation to get me to leave at a certain time. While she's coming back, so I downstairs to her. I said, I was like, I knew I would see you when I was leaving. Right? And as you guys see, followed behind another white woman as I'm leaving. Right? It's not coincidence. It is microwave, radio wave frequency technology, silent sound spread spectrum. Because it looked like she was just waiting there when I came out of the building. That she was waiting in the streets like they normally do. Okay? So yeah. And then of course, the New York Police Department using their sirens, engaging in the coercive threats. And I was upstairs, and of course, they use the sirens, and then Pam came out in the living room, and she's like, what time are you leaving? What time are you going home? I said, Pamela, please stop the bullshit again. I said to her, I said, I'll confront them. I told her straight up, I said, you back on that bullshit again, huh? Please stop it. Because she think that she can, overtalk me and, that's the end of the discussion. We're not talking about this. And I'm like, what the hell you think you is? I'm telling you, I told her, I said, I told her straight up, I said, if I was a different man, you wouldn't even come with me with that shit. So a different man would have done smack you in the damn face. I don't hit women. And because they know that, you don't hit women, they antagonize you. They do all kind of shit, right? Because they know you don't hit them. But if you a man and you hit a woman, right? They don't say that shit at all. They don't confront you. They don't try to overtalk you. You know what I'm saying? They take advantage of our kindness, of our goodness, right? But they like to do is that rough them up, right? You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand female nature, particularly those that are narcissistic, right? They will go down that dark path because it excites them. They get sexually aroused. Right? And that's a natural thing. Right? I talk about how being hit with these weapons, right, that you do get sexually aroused by it, but it's not your fault. It's not like you're thinking about sex. It's just, when they're messing with your brain, with your mind, in the way that they do. It's like, how kidnapped victims end up having Stockholm syndrome, right? And then there are times when they're thinking back of where they're being held captive, and they experience sexual arousal, and that's no fault of their own. It's not to say that they enjoyed it, anything like that, or as a victim. Not to say that they enjoy it. It's just that we don't quite understand how the human mind works. We don't quite understand how the brain works. Okay? I mean, when you look at certain categories of certain type of film, you'll see the fetishization, and also because some women some men also like to be beaten. It is a sexual turn on for them. They cannot get turned on unless you hit them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not suggesting anybody go hit anybody. I'm just trying to make a point that when we are attacking in many ways, particularly, where this society has become highly narcissistic and how people are conditioned, that's one of the aspects of what it is. When you're young, you don't know these things. Because as you get older and you fill yourself with knowledge, and information, you get to understand why certain things happen and so forth. Okay, man. The youngins. If we don't teach the next generation of our people, they're gonna be in deep shit. And I'm serious, my brother. You gotta start roping them youngins in. You understand? Many people don't understand this, but in the year 2043, the white population, the older, they're gonna pass down $124 trillion to their young people. Yeah, you got information you need to know. By the year 2050, black people in America will have zero wealth. You understand? But we too busy in the churches. Listen, $124 trillion is getting passed on to them. And what are we passing on to our young people? We don't even want to give them knowledge, proper knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It is the young ones that's going to, lead the next generation. What happens when we're not creating young leaders? You understand? Talking about the destruction of the black nation. Can't just think about ourselves, man. You gotta think about the next generation of young people.
I'm coming to leave before.
All right, my brother.